Lynbreck's got a really special energy about it. What we've tried to do since we've been at Lynbreck is to really tap into that energy and try and learn from the land about what it is that it wants us to do and how it wants us to look after it. So we've come up with this idea whereby we want to run an agricultural business, but all the decisions that we make are ones that are based on good environmental outcomes. So everything that we do has to benefit the land.
Nature is our guide. We observe those ecological processes and we copy them as best as we can. I think we've all learned that if we try and manipulate things and keep prodding and poking things, we disturb those processes, and at the end of the day it's the health of the environment that suffers, and as a consequence us as well.
Really simply, we just want Lynbreck to be productive, and we want it to produce lots for lots of people. But for us, productivity starts at the bottom, it starts at the soil. We think if we have healthy soil, we'll have healthy plants that grow in the soil, and we'll have a whole range of different plants that grow in the soil. And with those healthy plants, there'll be a healthy source of food for animals. All of the animals on our croft will have a purpose, and they'll be part of our team. So they won't just be here to eventually, go off into the food chain and become, meat on a plate. That they'll perform a function. And it's really important to choose the animal or the insect that's suited for our bit of land and for our climate. Also part of our team will be all the animals and beasties that already live here, and we want to improve that habitat for them, and we want even more of them. So we might have 5 robins, but we want 15 robins, and we might have 20 dung beetles, and we want 100 dung beetles. We want everything in abundance at Lynbreck.
So we're looking at a pretty massive workforce really, that hopefully will start to manage itself. I think we just need to kickstart the process, and then we'll have all those insects and animals and microorganisms just doing their thing, because that's what they do best. That's the beauty of it. It's basically been a dream of ours to plant our own woodland one day, and this was our opportunity. And there's nothing nicer than planting trees anyway, certainly my opinion. So we went about preparing the ground, went up on the hill every day with a brush cutter and cut little patches into the heather for each tree. So it was 17,500 trees in total. So that was going to keep us out of trouble for a while. It was hugely exciting seeing them come into leaf for the first time, and they've all done really well. We're really pleased, certainly so far.
Another aspect of Lynbreck is celebrating its diversity. So at Lynbreck we have some lovely grassland, we have some woodlands, we have some new woodlands that we've just planted. But we want to see all of that as part of Lynbreck. So we don't want them separated off. We see it all as a whole, and that's very much how we want our animals to live at Lynbreck is on a whole landscape and on a whole farm, rather than a woodland here and a bit of grassland here. They're not separate. They're so important that they exist together. They've evolved together, and they have these amazing dynamic relationships that we want to enhance.
We found this piece of land, fell in love with it immediately, and this vision started to evolve, this dream that we had, into something so much bigger than we ever thought was possible. And we do think Lynbreck, the land itself, the croft, has started to develop a life of its own, and we're just kind of sprinting to keep up with it now, and ideas are just all over the place.
For us, this is real life. It's to eat good food, it's to have clean water, it's to have fresh air, and it's to have a happy existence, and that's definitely what we're really about here.